Hello and welcome back to Pulling Up the Slask. This is Ben, and I mean hello Josh and Sam and somebody else. Interesting, I actually accidentally cancelled the recording last time just after I did this intro, and I'd done an equally weird intro, and then I thought, oh well, it's just fine, this gives me an opportunity to fix it. No, doesn't matter, still just fucked it right up, stupid. Anyway, welcome back. So last summer we won the Ekstraklasa. We are the current champions of the Polish league. We want to try and improve on our results from last season, obviously. But before all the fun and games, we have our Champions League qualifier and the Super Cup. So what we're going to do is today, could we do a triple header? It could be a triple header. Depends how long it takes, because I'm recording late at night. Ish. Anyway, so we'll see. But we drew Kamlar FF from the Swedish Premier League with their pair of pants as their logo. Very, very nice. So let's look at some of the transfers that we've made before we go any further. History this season. Yeah, so we sold Piotr Tomasik. He's quite good, but didn't play very well for us. I mean, he actually didn't do too badly. But we sold him for £70,000. Yeah, probably a bad call. Well, not a bad call, but probably better calls have been made. We sold Bartosz Petrovski for £35,000. He was very average. Mariusz Donut, he went out. Was his name actually Mariusz? Yeah, it was. Mariusz Donut, he went out for £500,000. No appearances. Oh no, he made one cup appearance and made us £500,000. So I'll take that. We also sold Hubert Umar, not because I wanted to, but because his minimum fee release clause was £1 million. But that said, look at him. I mean, he'll get better, sure, but look at his stats and then look at how much money we made on him. A cool £1 million. So, very good. Got rid of Hubert as well. We also lost. We got rid of Gotcha Abashadze. He was decent, never really sort of did as well as I thought he could have done. Doubled our money on him, and he went to GKS Belkatov. And then we sold Damian finally, and Piotr Maciejewski went out on loan to Polonia Warszawa. On the other hand, did we sign anyone new at the end of last season? No. So on the other hand, we brought in Roberto Campo Alzamora. He is 19 years old. I signed him on a free, and he is Colombian, so that's good. 6'2", centre back. He's going to be very, very tasty. I also brought in Jakob Jensen, who is a right back. He was also free, I think. Yes, he was. He's also free. He's only 18. He will develop, and we'll probably make some monies on him. Then I signed Ivan Juriga for £300,000 from Slovan Bratislava. He's a decent young right back. I was expecting to sell one of our right backs, so that's why he's come in. Similar with Roberto Campo Alzamora. As replacements with room to grow. I also signed this 18-year-old Swedish centre-back / apparently a defensive midfielder, but I think he's much more of a centre-back. Ali Hassan Abdul Razak for £120,000 from Ike. I'm hoping we can make some money on him as he develops. I also signed Branislav Savic, who's a decent central midfield player, something we were looking for. Signed him for £250,000. Hopefully he'll be a good little sort of secondary midfielder for us. I then signed Brian Svenningsson, who's another defender. He's only 16 though, and he's got a lot of room to grow, so he's very nice. I think I signed him for a bit of money. No, free. There you go. So they kept telling me not to sign him, but we'll see. Maybe that'll be good. And then I signed Grzegorz Lewandowski, who is 15. I signed him off of, I think, Lechia Gdansk. Yes, I did, for £500,000. He's being tutored by Rustan Vasiliev. Hopefully he will improve and become a marketable asset for us, although he does look a little sort of androgynous, but doesn't make any difference to his footballing abilities. Anyway, let's play Kamlar FF, try and win a European game for the first time under my tutelage. I like the pre-season starts so they had something like 2 weeks off between the end of the season and the start of this one. It's really genuinely quite crazy. So I had 2 of my pre-season friendlies were technically in last season. And then we played CFR Cluj in the last preseason friendly before this game, where we beat them 5-0. So that was quite nice. Now then, you are going to get into my team. So we need to really... Piao Giaffa, he's unsurprisingly upset about living in Poland, so has gone off and is not living in Poland anymore. He's gone off for a bit of time off. Hopefully we'll have him back soon. We're going to take out Mrozek. We don't need that many defenders in the lineup. Going to bring in Musa Watra. Obviously we're not going to start Kvist there. Vasiliev is going to start. Do we have any space on the bench? No, that's it. So who do we have? Andre. He better come in, I suppose. Let's say bring him in for Kvist. Sam has just texted me. And yeah, Milos Klos. Well, Utara is going to have to deal with this game. Oh no, we don't need Shevelyukin if we've got the other guys. So no, we'll bring him in there. There we go. Alright, that's my team then. Going to have to give a number to Yuriga. We've got some strange, we've not got a number 1. Because I guess Vasravchik is number 13. Good, okay, so we'll give this guy 21. Not having an outfield player with the number 1 on their shirt, that would be insanity. Right, okay, so this guy's their key man, Peder Antonen. He's pretty good. I hope they're not all like that. Let's just quickly have it. No, let's not. Let's just go to the match. I don't want to look it up, it'll make me sad. So this is at home, so we want to win this game convincingly, try and make sure they don't score any goals. I'd obviously love to progress in Europe a little bit, but we've got to be realistic and understand that we're in the second qualifying round, and that's probably the sort of level we should be expecting to be at in terms of the better teams. If we got to the third or fourth rounds, we'd definitely be beaten by, you can end up drawing sort of Spurs or Sevilla or something like that in the fourth qualifying round. So it's a goal. It's a goal. It's an interestingly attributed to Blomberg, but we are winning. The ball was going in anyway, so I think Mancia should be credited with that, but whatever. So we're 1-0 up. It's tasty. Yeah, but this is kind of our level. I don't think we should... if we got to the group stages, it would be insanity. The amount of... it would be sensational for the club. It's unlucky. It would be sensational for the club because obviously the amount of money that we would make from getting into the group stages would just be remarkable. Would be very, very helpful for the club's finances. They've decided to expand the stadium, and in doing so have cancelled my training ground upgrade for the second time in a row. I'm a bit annoyed about that, but it means that we'll have something like a 12 or 13,000 seater stadium. It's off the post. It's unlucky from Georgian Yuri. So we'll see. Olsen, Javuz Batman, Antonen, Lagerstedt, Olsen. Yeah, so the trouble is with this is we've had one game of a pre-season, or 2 games or 3 games. Depending on, 2 lower league Polish teams is hardly preparation for the Champions League. So yeah, let's just see where we can. Let's just enjoy our European tour. Christopherson, no. Wow, what a terrible effort. So, who else is playing? Lots of other teams. Cluj are in this level. So we beat Cluj 5-0. So if these are as good or worse than Cluj, then we could really make some numbers here for us. Mancia, Vasiliev, it's 2-0. Slask are winning in the Champions League. Come on, Slask. This is insane. Maribor, these are the kind of teams we're going to have to beat in the next round. Lovchen, Levadia, never heard of them. I think they might be... they're Italian. I was going to say I thought they might be Albanian, but they're actually from Estonia. Okay, so let's not go crazy. Last season we got knocked out in the Europa League qualifiers, so after one round, and I won the first game of that, so there's no guarantee that this means just because we're doing well right now. What was I going to say? So Yes. Oh, I was going to say actually though that in the sort of unfair way round, one round of the one round of the Champions League qualifiers. If you lose that round, you drop into the Europa League qualifiers. I'm not sure which round it is. I think it might be the third round, or possibly if you lose in the group. I'm not really sure. I can never remember because I've so rarely had to do it in Football Manager. Actually, that's where I get most of my football. Oh, it's 3-0 at half time. That's where I get my knowledge about football rules from, is Football Manager. So yeah, you definitely can keep going in this. But 3-0 up, I mean, if we absolutely bottle it in oh man, got another half to play. Mancia has been running them ragged so far. That's very good. Keep going, boys. Right, so Mortensen. Ooh, flipping heck. I actually need to offer that keeper a new contract, especially now that the Chinese lad has decided to get homesick. I wonder if it's a sort of a thing that happens to young players, or if it's a thing that happens because it's Poland, and maybe Poland has like a rating of sort of not attractiveness, but sort of I guess attractiveness, like places where people want to go to. Because I mean, in England, for example, as Western manager, I would sell players to other people in the Premier League, and the players would say, oh, they're looking forward to living the more metropolitan lifestyle of Crew or something like that, you know. So clearly the game has sort of knowledge of how good or how sort of the desirability is what I was thinking of. Oh, Vasiliev looks kind of injured. No, he's okay. It knows the kind of desirability of certain places, so maybe it's because it's Poland that everyone keeps moaning, or maybe it's because they're young players and moving abroad when you're young, I guess, can be a difficult thing. Not sure. But it seems to happen a lot, is the reason I brought it up, because he would be like the fourth player in 2 seasons, because it didn't happen in the first season, but the fourth player in the second 2 seasons that has sort of moaned and basically quit the club. One of them got over it. The Hungarian centre back seems to have gotten over it now. It usually takes them about a year. If you don't get rid of them straight away, they do. I think they do eventually get over it, unless they get really really bad. Oh, Gorda. Yeah, Gorda's been bitching and whining about wanting to go to a bigger club and expanding his horizons, so I offered him out and some people bid for him, but then I don't think that's gone anywhere because he's obviously still here. Anyway, he gets to play in the Champions League with Charles Roswell. What's he complaining about? How much bigger can you get in Poland? Hellborg to Persson. Christofferson. Persson. Oh, it's gone in, but it was offside, it seems. Fredrik Enel. Right, Enel. Milos Klos, in you come, fella. And we're going to give Urba a chance up front. Very nice. 3. If we can get one more, and I would feel comfortable, I think. Oh, Klos. Vasiliev to Klos. He's got the ball in there. Andre has scored. Who is Andre? Which one's Andre? Oh, he's Roman Andre, the right winger. Yeah. I brought him on. It's like, who? It seems like the kind of name that I would give someone rather than someone's actual name. So we're 4-0 up now. Nice. Good stuff. Antonin, Carlson, Persson, Antonin. Oh, they've scored. They got that away goal. So we need to get one at least in Sweden to really kind of calm the nerves. We got the bloody Polish Super Cup. I think it's called something like the Super Pokal. Or Puchel, probably. Alright, come on, we don't see it again. It's a good finish though, well done. Urba, Vasiliev, Georgian Yuri, Gura, Karla, Vasiliev. I signed some of our better players up to new contracts with that could have been a 5th with proper release fees and stuff. So like Davidov's has been attracting some attention of some really naff teams who are sort of bidding 1 million, but I put in something like a 2.5 million thing into his contract, because whilst I can't really afford to lose him, if we're going to lose them, we need to make sure we make some money out of it. And my board is one of those boards that will sell players because they think the offer was too good to refuse. That kind of level of board room shithousery. So I want to make sure that if we do end up bloody hell, what an effort that was, both posts, was that nearly? If we do end up selling them, I want to make sure we get good prices for them. Kristoffersen, Gora, it's a corner. Carlson. Back to work tomorrow. This has been my work imposed weekend. Davidov scores. Come on, 5-1. 5-1 in the Champions League for a Polish team. That's unbelievable. That's very good. Poor old Batmaz. Yavuz Batmaz. These guys point blank refused to sell a player to me, and I think, we did a lot of negotiation, and then the fella refused to even consider coming to the club. But now who's laughing? Kamlar FF with your stupid pants logo. Right, anyway, so we shouldn't have to scroll through too many days worth of bloody loading screens. Wow, what a result. That's a very good result. Kalmar. Superb win. I was disappointed to concede, to be fair. He was very good. People have been bidding something like £600,000 for him, so I offered him a new contract as well to try and push that kind of thing away. So yeah, we get to play the Super Pokal in a few minutes, and then I guess after that it will be the next game against Kalmar will be on the 23rd, I think it is, on the Wednesday. So we'll probably just play through that, give you a bumper Champions League episode, and then I guess tomorrow I'll have to record another one because there won't be any time for games in between that and the next round of Champions League qualifying. So I'm really hoping that we I guess we can use this as a pretty good pre-season. Don't have to pay loads of stupid fees for the players. Get to play Górnik Zabrze. What's it called? The Super Pucha Polski. Super Pucha Polski. New gate receipts high. Nice. Wow, they've played some rubbish teams. But clearly the fans like to come to European games, so that's nice. Now, let's play Górnik Zabrze. Hopefully we can beat them, although they did knock us out of the bloody cup last season, so this would be nice to get back at them. We haven't, I checked, this cup has only been going since, the Super Pucha Polski has only been going since 1982, or maybe even 87, one of the two. So either the beginning or the end of the 80s, and we won it in its second iteration, but haven't won it since, so it'll be the first one for something like, well, at this point, 40 odd years. So, let's see. Super Pucha Polski. Super Pucha Polski. England trialist. There was a very young, there's an 18-year-old England international who's like an under-19s international who's got quite a lot of potential, but I tried to sign him, but because he's sort of like because he's English, he wants loads of money basically, so he would have been similar to those two Danish youngsters I signed, but the Danish youngsters I signed have normal expectations for things, whereas this English kid wanted like sort of £6,000. I was like, no, mate, not really. Oh, here we go, look at this. So Georgian Yuri, £1 million. Hello, Masha.
Hello.
Say hello to Josh and Sam. Hello. How you doing? You okay? Don't even know who he is. Oh, another interesting thing that I did find, sorry I was just sort of being quiet while Smash was here because it's weird to chat in front of her. Many pundits have been suggesting we're going to win the Super Cup. Well, I think we've got a good chance. Yes, you said that to me before. The manager of one of the teams, either in this year, it's either in our league. Is it our league? So Brian Stoyanov, Lublin is Gustavo, Krakow is Kiris, but one of these teams has a Slomsk legend as their manager, and there might be a team in the first league. Rubacik, not them. Piast, is it? No. Legia. Gdansk, no. Poznan, no. God, sorry, I did this the wrong way around. I should have just searched for him. Gornik Żabja, no. Kartowice, no. So we need to go to League 1. It's someone like... Oh, it could be Cracovia. No. Oh, for fuck's sake, we're going to have to cycle through. I apologise for this. Oh, Damian Klimchuk used to play for us, actually. Career stats. Yeah, he used to play for us, and I sold him on. So he's now a manager in the second division. Well, they've had a up and down league life. But there is one other person who I like more. Oh my god, that's not the one, but wow, look. Andrzej Kielb, the player who I used to sign for Western Supermare, he helped us win the Premier League. Andrzej Kielb is a manager of Zagłębia Sosnowiec, but he's also not the player I was talking about. Where is he? For Christ's sake. This is going to push the run time a lot longer. Polonia Bytom, no. Pogoń Szczecin, no. Who on? I mean, look at that name. Kluczbork. Is it Kluczbork? It's not Kluczbork. Is it Łukasz? Yes. It's so our horrible rivals, Łódź, are managed by Bartosz Żuk, the player who was our midfield maestro for my first 2 years at the club. What a legend. Hopefully we get to play them at some point, so we can see who we're going to play in the next round. Draw next. Oh no, we're not, because this is not us. This is the best placed, third place qualifying. Okay, I don't understand it. Right, let's look at the numbers and we can give out. Where's our goalkeeper gone? So you should be number 1 if you can actually, and then we'll keep it like that. Yeah, that's fine. And then the rest of them can just be given numbers as and when we need them. Good. Let's play Gornik. Come on. So this is champions. So it's the champions side that we want to be on, and in fact that we are on. Are we not? Oh, there we are. Panathinaikos. That's a hard one. That's a tough one. I mean we're almost certainly going to go through now, but then we have to play Panathinaikos. Eesh. Panathinaikos. And they're the champions of Greece as well, so it's tough. Tough. Right. Any interesting side note? 30 odds. God, there's so much chat. I don't care about all this crap. Oh, some people have been bidding for Oliveira now. Transfer centre. Reject all. Sorry, mate, you're not going anywhere. You've only just signed, and you're good. I've got 3 million left in the bank if I want to make a good signing. I did actually try and sign. I think it was either from Żabja or from Polonia Warszawa, one of their better players, but ended up not going down that route. So Utara's tired, so we're going to have to bring in Klos. I want to keep Jan. No, I want to win this one because we can always put the backup players in for the second leg of that, because we pretty much know we've won that. So let's hope this same team again can just go out there and do the same job. They've got Simon Sunday up front. They signed Simon Sunday. What a guy. He's a man who I gave a great nickname to and then bombed out because he was rubbish. Hello again, Masha. Do you think I'm going to win? Hang on, listen. No. I'm going to play Gornik Żabja in the Polish Super Cup. Bless you. Do you think I'm going to win or I'm going to lose?
I don't know. Maybe you will win. That one was shitty.
It is, yeah. It's true. Thank you. Thank you. I'll tell you if we do. Oh, so there we go. Masha the pundit. Masha's punditry there. Now, Grigoryan is the guy that scored twice in the final for them. We remember. I don't know if you remember, but we looked at him and he's absolute dog shit. He only scored He scored 11 goals last season, 6 of them in the cup. And he's just a piece of crap. I think he probably scored against us as well. He's just not very good. Simon Sunday equally isn't great. That's why we got rid of him. I don't know how many goals he actually scored. I remember sort of enjoying picking his nickname, but then not really getting to enjoy him because he's not good. So there we go. I'm pretty sure he went to Ukraine, or he definitely went abroad. He wasn't playing in Poland, and he's just now re-signed in Poland for Górnik. And his first game is in the Super Pokal. Oh, Mancia. Scoops it over the bar. No need for that. Góra to Jan down there underneath all of those crossbar, or underneath all of those bars. Could we maybe do this? That'd probably be better, wouldn't it? Let's see a bit more. Oh, George and Yuri. I'm slowing the game down because I'm moving stuff around. Mancia. Oh, mate. And here we go, Grigoryan after me slagging him off. Oh, good defending. Mancia holds the ball up nicely, gives it back to Kristoffersson, who's improved quite a lot. Oliveira, Kala, Jan now. It's going to be Trixie, young hobbit. What on earth was that? Trixie, young Slovakian. He also was he said to me, 3 of them came to me and said, I want to now move to a bigger club. I feel like I'm too big for this club. And one of them was Jan, and I said to him, but I think the club can grow. And he said, yeah, okay. And I think it happened with Urba as well. It happened with someone else and with Góra. And with Góra, I said the same thing both times, like, hey guys, but we're going to get better. And he was like, yeah, but I want to do it now. And so I tried to sell him, but nobody wants him. Gadget Gregorian. Okay. Interesting that we can be so poor. Well, we're not that bad. Pardon me, we're doing better than them. He just absolutely batters it against the wall. Poor bloke in the wall, whoever he was. George and Yuri now. What was he doing out there? He goes past one. He's got 2 men on him. George and Yuri. Oh, Mancia keeps the header over the bar instead of under the bar. Disappointing. That was fun though. Nice little bit of fun. Mancia, no. Okay, who's here in the back? Have a look. Right. Oh, for Christ's sake. Do we have to... Why make the game do that? I don't want to watch my right back walk over to take a fucking throw in. Laskovsky, Klos. I want to win this competition because I like to win as much as possible. Once you start winning, breed that winning mentality, get my reputation up as well, and improve the reputation of the club, because even though we won the league and our reputation didn't go up at all, like it went up slightly, so I think we're bigger than, like, I don't know, Jagiellonia Białystok or something like that. Good ball in, but it's another corner. So like we're still like that. We're only like the 5th or the 6th biggest club in Poland, and obviously I want to be the biggest club in Poland because that will mean that the younger players will want to come here if I try to get them to, because young players at like Polonia Warszawa don't want to come here because they think Polonia is better than us, which is not true, even though historically it obviously is true. So we need to keep badgering away at that, and one way to do that is to win things, and that means we need to win this competition, please, because we're better than Górnik anyway. They're not even that good. Not much is happening here, is it? Mancia now. Kristoffersson. One good thing, I don't know what it is about Sam's game, but Sam's game seems to feature a lot of periods where there's just fucking nothing happening. Like it does happen in this game. Maybe we've got a different setup for the replays, but I've almost never had a game that goes as quickly as that Champions League final did for Sam, where literally nothing. Klos, it's gone in just about. Milos Klos has scored. Whew, took a deflection, but it went into the net, and that's the important thing. Vasiliev is tired, so Urba comes in. Jan is also getting a bit tired. Should we just go the classic? Yeah, we will. Here, Antonovsky, And then that's a perfect set of substitutions. Vasiliev gives the ball to Klos, who hits the ball against number 15. Thank you, Laskovsky. Lovely old stuff. What's he doing over there? Doing just looking at the fans. I like that their little feet are there. It really makes me laugh. It's like, oh, Davidovs. Oh, come on. This guy with his crazy ass name, Chrabasht. Oh, Simon Sunday's been injured, which is a shame. He's got a slight injury. Vaswavchik. Chuk. Klos now. Oleg Davidovs. Oh, it's a good catch from Chrabasht. Stupid name. Kristofferson. Kalle. Orba. Oh, he went past his boy, but he didn't score with his foot. Goals. Laskovsky, Kaminsky, Vilchinski. Oh, it's a good save from Vaswavchak. I need to change his name. His name is it's too hard. Mancia now to Klos. Oh, could have been a nice one. What are we going to do? What are we going to see here? We've got 10 minutes left. We've already made our substitutions, so if we go to extra time, that will not bode very well. Double S, Simon Sunday. Masha's come. It's like a through path around here. You alright? I'm winning 1-0. Do you want to come and watch for the final 10 minutes with me and talk with Sam and Josh? So I'm. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
She came over as if she was going to, and then just said no. So I'm the green dot. Gore is mine. Urba's mine. Look at that. Oh, and my guy was offside. Yeah? You want to help me look what's happening? So the time is nearly finished now. It's 87, 88 minutes. Thank you. Look, we've got Georgian Yuri. He kicks the ball up. And they've just... You've not really watched the most fun part of the game, to be honest with you. Kristofferson, he's from Denmark. Mancia, he's from Chile. He's going to run past this guy. He's going to cross the ball in. Urba. Oh, he just sucked the ball into his hands. How would you say that guy's name?
I can't read. I don't know.
Yeah, basically. Chrabasht. Unfortunately, yes. Davidovs up to Urba, to Klos, to Urba, just heading it at the goalkeeper. His first name is Zhishad as well, like fucking hell. God's sake. Zhishad Shababash. Masha made some homemade lemonade today, and it's very tasty. Although I'm not a huge fan, it's not got enough sweet in it. It's not sweet enough. It's because so to give it kind of bubbliness, Masha put in bubbly water, but I don't like bubbly water. And oh look, we've won the Super Cup. I don't really like bubbly water, and particularly the aftertaste. That's what I don't like about it. And you can really taste it in that drink. So I'm not a fan. Yeah, you can drink it out yourself. So we won 1-0, Mashka. We won. Very, very cool. There you go, see? Oh, we were given a whole £35,000 because of that. Very nice. We celebrate success. We're used to winning, apparently. Yeah, boys. Slask boss pleasures the board. They always expected us to win, of course. Everyone always does. Fans are jubilant. Everton to sign Mortensen. Anyone else interesting? I'm interested to see how long it will take me to become favoured personnel, because interestingly Jaku and Andrzej Kokoschka and then Oleg Davidovs and Matthias Mancia are already in the favoured personnel's list. But of course the manager of these boys, the man who brought all those men here, he's not, which is a shame, for I'm about to lead us into the Champions League third round most likely. Okay, oh, who's that? Back down here, please. Nobody interesting. Oh, maybe him. Yeah, nice. Oh, he's alright. He's gonna be asking for a lot of money though. The trouble, if they've already got something like £2,000 and then they're already playing for a big-ish club, if you try and sign him, they want 6, 7, 8,000, and I could afford that, but I don't want to start paying that much money until we actually are in that zone. How much are you offering for him? Nope. I want at least $1 million for him because of the amount of ball ache he gave me last season for wanting to go home. The Western Supermare reserves have just smashed Barry 7-0. Cunningham playing for the reserves. What's happened? What kind of a world is this? We made some profits last season. 2.6 million. Nice. But only because of the selling players. Well, but that's going to happen a lot because I'm such a damn good manager. That's why. Diglett. Signed Truls Diglett. Or Diggett. He's a bit of a Diggett, isn't he? Diggett. Right, our guy, goalkeeper, Vashwavchik. What other information do we have about him? Nothing. Oh, God. Okay, I thought he was half Irish. He's half Norwegian, apparently. I'm actually just going to change his name to Vaslav. Because I cannot... With the chick at the end as well, it all makes it a bit much. He speaks Norwegian though, that's nice. Nice to know. No, a young Chinese lad doesn't speak any Polish or English yet, so I think that might be one of the reasons why he's struggling to adapt. It's interesting the kind of things that come up, and then you can start to try and work out whether or not that's because of this, or if it's because of this, or something like that. You know, it's quite interesting. That's why I like this game, because it's basic when compared with the new versions, but it's not that basic. He also speaks Latvian. Why? Must have had a very weird, storied career. So we've got a couple of players here. Ivazov, it's crap, and Prudnikov, who's also crap. Go on, I want to get through to this. I know this is going to be a long old one, but I think Sam likes to listen to the long old ones, and nobody else watches them anyway, so it's fine. I myself find watching these kind of videos not very... I don't mind watching mine and Sam's, but like for too long I start to fall asleep. I don't think it's because I'm tired. I don't think it's because it's boring. I think it's just because I'm a tired man, basically. So Wimbledon sign Humphries. Anyone interesting there? Oh, couple. Fabrizio Rossi. He's okay, but not good enough physically. Giacchino, but what? Well, he's not great mentally, but he's got some good stats, defensive ones. So we could probably bring him in and sell him. Nuzzy. Don't want some 35-year-old central defensive midfielder. We did that before. Damn it, 2 names. I think we've got to be respected. I'm looking to play an open flea. Yeah, one of them, and I'll do it again. Kamlar FF, why do you have pants on your badge? That's such a shit badge. Like, it's actually quite nice, and if you just didn't have the pants, it would look fine. Sivasspor bidding for Georgian Yuri, no, and who's this guy? Damien Koshovsky. It might have been him that I tried to buy, but you know, like 1.4 million. No thanks, mate. I'm not paying 1.4 million for a player from a Polish league who's not that great. Not that much better than my players, and I could sign someone for free and then sell him on. No, it's just silly. The MK Dons had their stadium, half of their stadium was closed because of Bate Borisov. We could get. Oh no, we can't get them in the next round. We could get them in the round after though if they get through. Not impossible. How great would it be if we got the Champions League group stages? I mean, the amount of just like losing every week, the amount of money we'd make. Aha! Oh, I like that guy's name. Wout Supers. Wout Supers. Benagiano even, sorry. So he's not going to be as good as Georgian Yuri, so therefore we won't even bother making him forward with that. Davidovs won't. Oh, good. So we've got some training is going on as well. Georgiev. Going to Bulgaria next week, or in a couple of days. That's an exciting little bit of news. That'll probably that will probably proceed, or it'll probably usher in a period of time where I don't send a couple of videos, because I will probably take my laptop in order to play Football Manager whilst I'm there, and that will probably then mean that not all of that stuff will be recorded, because I won't be taking my thing with me just for recording, obviously. So we'll see. Gonna bring in Yuriga, can have his first start for the club, and Urba can start ahead of Vasiliev, because we know he's good enough. We know Urba's good enough. Urba's another player who people have been trying to buy. That's the trouble when you're sort of this kind of middling team. If you get good, people just come in and buy all your fucking players. So it happened a bit when I was sort of in those kind of mid-table years in Western. Like every time you'd get one player, you'd bring him in, he'd have one great year, and then Man City or United or Barcelona or whatever would just poach him, and you'd be back to square one again. You have to buy another one. You have to try and find another one. But if you can sort of sustain success for a couple of years. Oh, it's an own goal. Karlsson. Oh no, Svensson. Svensson and Karlsson, they're the most Swedish names at the back. And I can say that because I've got Swedish friends. There's going to be a lot of spacing behind these two wing backs though, if they play that narrowly. So we're 1-0 up already, so that makes it 6-1 on aggregate, so I reckon we're probably through at this point. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Yeah, so we're probably going to win this tie, which is nice. That means we have to play Panathinaikos, so that'll be the next video, will be the Panathinaikos games. Depends how long we've got in between. I might be able to sneak in an actual pre-season friendly, but I guess it doesn't really matter too much. These are quite good practice, but I mean, if we've got more than a week in between, I'll probably schedule something against some random lower league Polish team just to keep our eye in. Damp, that guy, that guy's name is Damp. Where is he? Not Jan. Damp. That's such a great name. Hang on a second. Kalmar Damp. Abdu Damp. Oh, fantastic. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. There you go. That's one for your funny names list, Sam. Anyway, Damp on the ball. Oh, that's funny. I can't even really sort of riff on that. It's just funny. It's just funny. It's going to say like, how did your family members... Oh no, it's not even worth it. Shut up. Damp. I want him to get a goal. Let's get Damp a goal. Hashtag pray for Damp, but not that kind of damp. That's too long a hashtag. Vaswav in goal. Davidovs. That's an ambitious effort from Olsen. Is that the same Olsen? Do they have an Olsen? Oh no, Carlsen, Olsen, Svensson. Sweden. Wattenson. Hellberg. What's the goalkeeper's name? Blomberg. Yeah, these are the most Swedish people in the world. Damp. All the way at the crossbar. Damp. I mean, that's just sensational. Go on, Jan. Carla, you're in behind Damp. No? Yuriga to Andre. Andre just needs to cross it. Mancia taps it in for 7-1 on aggregate. They're sinking without a trace. They are pretty damp. Nah, that's not good, but it was. It's a funny name though. That's a great ball from Andre. What I like to see is the passing went instead of shooting. I've been trying to, because I realised that I've been moaning about not being the best team in Poland, but we're certainly a big draw in Central Europe, and a lot of players from the sort of countries surrounding where Wrocław is seem to be quite enamoured with Wrocław when you try and sign them. They're all quite happy about wanting to come, and based on that, I don't have to give them such massive goal bonuses in order to convince them, which is a sort of hangover from when I was trying to convince players to join me in Western. and to a degree at the beginning of this save as well. But now that we've won stuff and we're sort of growing our reputation, you don't need to, because we're still going for basically players at the same sort of level. You don't need to over egg things like bonuses and stuff, because if you get, I'm almost 100% convinced that if you give them a goal bonus, that incentivizes them to shoot all the time. And whilst that's good for strikers, it's not great always. And like, for example, if you've got a right back who's incentivized to shoot, what a finish, when he's in a position where it would be better for him to just pass it, sometimes they'll go absolutely insane and pass the ball and shoot, and you're just like, why the fuck did you do that? I only gave you that, I only wanted to give you that incentive because I thought it might make you want to sign for the club. I didn't actually think you'd try and score some goals, you idiot. Ouattara up to Mancia, slots the ball home. Well, he smacked it down the middle because he doesn't slot the ball really, does Mancia. I'm worried that this is probably going to be the last season we have with Mancia. I mean, if he has another sensational season, if we win the league again, and if we, I don't know, if we do well in Europe, I think we might do well to hang on to him past Christmas. And I would think we'll almost certainly have to sell him just because there'll be so much interest in him next summer if he carries on the way he's been going. 21 goals last season. He was the top scorer in Poland in the end. He finished. He's just a good player. He's just a good player, guys. He's just a good player. That's coming straight through to I wanted to just call him Rosław. There you go, Rosław. Andre now, ball through to Mancia. He's having a time of his life out there. Don't know what he was doing there. That's the kind of situation where you actually would have wanted him to shoot, because there was no one there to cross to. He was in the better position himself. Oh, what a finish from Persson there, Martin Persson. Great free kick. 2-1. Oh, sorry, 3-1. When did we score the second one? Oh, yeah, we scored right at the beginning. Forgot we'd scored that many goals. Someone's kicking Mancia. Why is his... What happened? Why is he so sad? What happened to you? Who did this to you? Let's take him off. Why is he so sad? Don't like him. Don't like him being sad. Don't like the idea of Mancia being sad. Maybe because he missed that chance, he got sad. Oh dear. Oh no, Kloss. Svensson, Hurleborg. I love Swedish, and to a lesser extent, oh fuck's sake, Antonin. Yeah, well, it's all very well sort of making a comeback when you're 8-2 down, 8-3 down now. We're still winning. Just give up. Just lie down. Take it. Let us tickle you with our big evil football jackboot. Javert, Batman, NL. It's a corner. Man, they're really piling on the pressure. Still some life in these panty-wearing boys because of the badge. Nothing like sort of. I'm not making any aspersions on anyone. It's just a silly badge. But I was going to say, I love those languages. They just sound so delightfully sort of sing-songy and lovely. Danish less so, but Swedish particularly, and Norwegian as well. Swedish and Norwegian are the two that are just like, yes, please. Really now, okay. Coming in 73 minutes. This is where you kind of wish that we could have one of those games that Sam had. I just want to finish now. I'm sure you guys want the game to finish, the video to finish. You win away in Europe. If we do win away in Europe, that's not a bad result. Doesn't matter how well we were doing, and then to concede 2, it's not the problem. Why is with everyone getting so upset? Why is the whole midfield upset? What's wrong? What happened? Looking complacent, playing, having a good game. What the fuck happened? I really don't understand why they're all looking so sad now. I hope that's not a maybe they realise they have to play Panathinaikos next, and that sort of upset them all. Tarnowski up to Urba. Vasiliev. Oh, he just needed to tap that home. We could have had 4. Enel just smacks the ball out there. Oh, there's a lot of superfluous stuff going on, isn't there? Come on. We know, but we've won this. They can't come back. It doesn't matter. Like, they might be able to win on the day if they were that desperate. But oh, it's a nice ball. What about Vasiliev? He's gone. He's oh no. He's gone for a walk. Still on the ball. Nobody attacked it. That's a shame. We could have been. I mean, we could have been 5 or 6 up here. Oh, I had scored 5 or 6. I don't think we could have been 5 or 6 up. We could have won this 8-2 on the day. Juriga. Kloss up to Andre. Andre crosses. Carlson. Gora gives the ball out. Why? Oh, Kloss is injured. Brilliant. It's probably because he's so sad. He's probably injured by sadness. Absolute flipping coin. Roswav clears the ball up to Vasiliev, but he doesn't win the ball in the air. No. Okay, Vasiliev now. Oh my god, the passing has just really gone off the ball in the second half. That's surely a pass back, but whatever. I don't think he could possibly have headed that to him. Kala, Gora, Kala. Kloss. Tarnowski. Man, they've really stepped it up. Go on. Ah. They stepped it up a lot in that second half. Maybe that's why they're sort of more, my guys are less happy. They they had Swedes in their face the whole day. A great win. Why are we all looking so sad? Okay, Kloss didn't play well when he came on, so that can kind of understand. But still, he got injured. Flamorati, I think they're Albanian. But anyway, so there we go. An unexpectedly easy path to the third qualifying round. Does it say how much money we got given? No. So we're going to play Panathinaikos, which will be on the 3rd. So it's literally in a week. So we won't play another game. I'll just do this tomorrow. Good. Oxen. Yeah, good. Nice people. Nice work. Nice work. We'll just take it one game at a time. Oh, do you think that might have been why? Because he was on. Oh no, because I took him off because he was feeling sad. Yeah, well, he's good. Debuts are good. No, I'm pleased he's playing well now. I'm confident of keeping him here. It's harder than we would have liked, but we'll do okay. We've got the second leg at home. Okay, so guys, I will just look at the fixtures just to confirm. The next game is in 7 days against Panathinaikos, and then 2-3 days later we have to play our first game of the league season. Okay, these Champions League games are going to really mess up our league season. Although maybe we get knocked out against Panathinaikos, whatever. So I will see you against Panathinaikos. Will we do another triple header? Probably. See you later. Bye.